Hi, I hope you are fine and doing well in your organic classes. Today we are going to discuss an important reaction in organic chemistry, which is known as a Wittig reaction. Wittig reaction basically is a transformation of carbonyl compound into alkenes, or in other words we can say that this reaction help in synthesis of alkene with the aid of carbonyl compound is the starting material, where the carbonyl compound can be aldehyde or ketone. Earlier we have studied with reference to organometallic compound that when Grignard reagent was reacted with the carbonyl compound, it transformed the starting material into alcohol rather than alkene. But Wittig reaction is important in the sense that it transforms carbonyl compound into alkenes. Earlier we have studied that when RMGX or Grignard reagent react with a sort of carbonyl compound such as acetone, CH3O minus MgX. This intermediary complex was hydrolyzed for giving tertiary alcohol in case of ketones. So, this was a typical reaction in which carbonyl compound such as acetone was transformed into alcohol. But our today reaction is not going to be about organometallic compounds such as Grignard reagent, but today we are going to discuss a transformation in which we will try to transform the carbonyl compound into alkene, not alcohol. So, this transformation is basically known as a Wittig reaction. So, what is Wittig reaction? Just we will discuss it briefly so that we can make a concept clear about the reaction. In Wittig reaction, this reaction was basically discovered in 1954, for which the scientist Wittig got a Nobel Prize in 1979 because this reaction played out a significant role in organic synthesis. So, in Wittig reaction, carbonyl compound such as aldehyde or ketone, here in this case acetone, react with a compound which is known as phosphorus elite. This term is pronounced as it. Okay, it react and give rise to formation of alkene. In other words, we can check out that this spot here, this portion of alkene come from carbonyl compound and this portion come from phosphorus elite. So, this is simple about Wittig reaction. Now, we will check out its mechanism briefly, that what exactly happened in Wittig reaction. Just look at mechanism. The first of all, this phosphorus elite is prepared. How it is prepared? It is synthesized by reacting triphenylphosphine. This is known as triphenylphosphine. phene, it is reacted with alkyl halide such as ethyl bromides. The alkyl halide must be a primary because if we make it bulky such as secondary or tertiary, then the reaction will be hindered. Why? Because triphenylphosphine molecule, which acts as a nucleophile, is already a quite bulky molecule, therefore its approach will be hindered for reaching to this carbon atom. So, this is a typical reaction, SN2 reaction, in which the bromide ion is expelled and we get a product like this one. Next, this species is made to react with a base tertiary butyl lithium, or we can simply write out it as tertiary butyl lithium C4H9Li. This base actually abstract a proton from this species. Just we write it like this, and this proton is abstracted by a base for giving a phosphonium salt. And this is not a charged species, especially those compounds in which there is a positive and negative charges, but as a whole they are neutral. Such type of compound is known as elites. So, as in this elite there is a presence of phosphorus, so that is why we call it a phosphorus elite. We can draw its resonance structure as well. So, now we have synthesized a phosphorus elite. This is basically a salt of phosphonium, salt of triphenylphosphonium salt. It is basically a salt. Now, we get a phosphorus elite in the first step, in which triphenylphosphine react with alkyl halide and give rise to formation of a salt, and that salt is further made to react with tertiary butyl lithium, which acts as a base for abstracting a proton, and ultimately it gives rise to formation of a elite, and this elite acts as a precursor for synthesis of or transformation of carbonyl compound into alkenes. Now, let us check out the next phase of the mechanism. This is, let us suppose a carbonyl compound. Here we have triphenyl. This react like this and give rise to formation of a product or intermediate complex CH3 PPH3. Here the positive charge will be developed. Again, this will reorganize and give a cyclic structure which is unstable. This is known as oxyphosphetane ring, oxyphosphetane ring, which is unstable and it undergoes self cleavage. This cleavage is like this, and ultimately it gives rise to formation of a product that is alkene in character, along with formation of triphenylphosphine, which is a very stable compound. So, this is simple mechanism about a Wittig reaction in which transform the starting material carbonyl, especially aldehyde and ketone, into alkene product. So, whenever we are giving a particular molecule and we are asked to make a retrosynthesis synthetic analysis, so we must have a clear idea about, for example, we have a compound like this one, and we are asked to point out the starting material for this compound, that which one will be aldehyde or ketone, and what will be the case like this. Just for example, you will have to cleave a double bond, you will make one of the molecule as aldehyde and another as for example, here there are two atom 1 and 2, this will be a phosphorus. So for this reaction the starting material will be this compound and this will be the phosphorus. So we must be clear about the retrosynthetic analysis of Wittig reaction as well. So to cut short, Wittig reaction is an important reaction in organic synthesis. It play an important role in transformation of carbonyl compounds such as aldehyde and ketone into alkene, and we must have a clear idea about retrosynthetic analysis of alkene as well, that if you are giving a question in your paper and you are asked to point out the starting material for a particular alkene, that what should be the phosphorus elite and a carbonyl compound. So you must have a clear idea. You will just straightforward cleave the bond. On one side of the double bond you just add a carbonyl oxygen or oxygenate, and that will be a carbonyl compound, and another side you just attach a triphenyl phosphorus group with the alkyl group, and that will be your phosphorus elite. Thank you.